So let's get a little bit deeper into the idea of external versus internal sovereignty. Now, in external sovereignty, what you're talking about is protecting your nation. In internal sovereignty, you're talking about yourself as a sovereign if you're the President Donald Trump. And you're saying, I'm protecting my personal sovereignty. Now, how does he do that? Well, with external sovereignty, he's actually embracing what dictators are saying and not listening to the intelligence community and what it advises regarding the information collected that it is aware of. So Donald Trump trusts, for example, more than our own intelligence company, the United States. He trusts Vladimir Putin. He trusts Mohammed bin Salman. He trusts Duterte. He trusts dictators instead of the U.S. intelligence community, which means he is not protecting the nation. He's actually favoring himself for some reason. And the sum is a big question mark. Might have to do with influences regarding trademarks for the Trump organization, for his family, business deals, the external nations putting money into his hotels and golf courses. Of course, now he's getting the U.S. government to actually make contracts with his hotels and golf courses, sending military people, for example, to Scotland. Even Vice President Mike Pence went to his Scotland resort. These are all problems regarding the Emoluments Clause, and of course it indicates Trump is breaking the 25th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. So those are pretty important issues. But let's get back to that internal issue. If Donald Trump is not listening to the intelligence community, then what he is in fact doing is ignoring the community that is supposed to police the United States to make sure that we are protecting ourselves from enemies, foreign and domestic. And that domestic threat can even come from the President of the United States, in this case, Donald Trump. So when a whistleblower goes forward and says, hey, we have foreign election influence being promoted by the President of the United States, and remember, there were multiple calls involved with the CIA officer's report regarding the whistleblower complaint. So we still have to hear what the other calls were happening, what was happening on those calls, and we have to let the intelligence community work that out, as well as the intelligence committee. So if Donald Trump's not listening to the U.S. intelligence community, who is he listening to?
My people came to me, Dan Coates came to me, and some others. They said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia.
Well, we know he's under foreign influence. That's clearly implicated in most of his dealings and the way he speaks regarding foreign leaders. He's hiding, of course, all of the foreign leaders' conversations now at high-level clearance inside the computers of the intelligence community and saying those can't be released without some sort of vetting process. So actually, it's pretty important now, I think, that the impeachment process gets started, because it at least opens up the investigative process so we can start looking at these things more carefully. We need to know how much of a threat this is. We do know Donald has openly invited other countries to interfere in our elections. He did it during his 2016 campaign. He did it again, and Giuliani did it, saying, hey, it's okay to listen to foreign information or foreign leaders giving information to Donald Trump to figure out what's going on with his opponents. Well, that's actually illegal. It was illegal before, it's illegal now. The problem is we have Attorney General Barr, who is now Donald Trump's personal attorney. That's a hard one to say. The Attorney General of the United States, designed by position to protect the people of America and to protect America, is now working as a personal attorney for the President of the United States. That's not good either. We've got a lot of issues here. So we have to pay very careful attention and stop thinking everything's okay, because something's quite wrong. And as I said back in 2016, it is quite likely that what Donald is doing will do enough damage to America to lower our prestige in the world. It already has. And by the way, remember, Donald said they're not going to laugh at us anymore. Well, guess what?
My administration has accomplished more than almost any administration in the history of our country. America's so true.
They are laughing all around the world because Donald is president. Because essentially everyone knows he's a joke. And that's a problem because we were the leader of the free world. It doesn't seem that that is true anymore because we're embracing dictators all around the world from the executive office, the White House, and that's Donald Trump.